Oh, that's fine. Okay, are we winning? Yes. Good, good. And let's down a bit. Cool. Let's go. How can we actually start this story? No sweat mode. Normal. Let's go.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
Why is that not displaying? Okay.
He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
What are you on about, mate?
Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
Smash it all up, eh?
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant.
Crazy happen as always from me.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good.
Shoot, that
Fella
crazy.
got a piece of him though.
Is there any point you can smash everything? It's not.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do.
Okay, gun.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by
That's
now,
not wasted ammo.
so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
Lift to heal. Oh,
A school of squirts tunnels up around them. Must have fled here from the mines.
what? Cheeky little bill.
Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her.
Crazy one. There's going to be a bunch of collectibles in this.
It's a wonder the old saloon's still standing. Used to have the nicest view.
Why is the recording frozen again? What is going on? Yeah. And it's cooked again. Oh boy.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did.
It's just frozen on your side. That is looking scuffed on my end. Okay. Why? Why do some of these old games do this?
Then Kid finds his trusty shield. security takes him for a petty thief.
Let's get out of shell.
Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call.
Let's keep dodge rolling.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork.
Shift to lock on.
A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Sweet.
Then windbags are playing for keeps.
Let's get go to this shield. What are you yapping about?
Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
This shoot mechanic or something. Space
He
the
gets a
dodge
good look
right
at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Okay. A range weapon.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true.
Explosive
Knows he should
arrows.
draw the string all the way back.
Okay. What is this?
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land.
Upgrade material for the bow. Okay. Oh no, is it frozen again? Why? Let's see, is it when I check the inventory like this? It is. Wow. Why does that do that? No checking for me then.
Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid.
The show ping pong stuff. Incredible. So I'm looking on now.
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome.
Yeah, Linux collision.
He's a mighty fast learner.
Okay, special attacks. Black tonic. Oh,
He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
spirits red. Squirt cider. What a name. Max health. Crit chance. Only active at full health. Fetching face. What? Let's do the health for now, shall we? What's passive?
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Let's see, choose which weapons. Bouncing shot. How to bounce target to target. Ooh. Spinning strike, yeah. Let's see this one. It's not limited how many it can hit, then that's good.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy.
Okay, that's crazy good.
Pins.
How is this missing? What? I'm spawning. These might be secrets here.
That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though.
So, oh, and this broken again, has it? Loving this.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
Tap release. Get myself off. Yep. Hello, hill. What's this?
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. The smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air.
This is gonna be a boss ring now.
Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
That's a big board.
Bad time to run out of black tonic.
I'm out of the power stuff. And there's one. I haven't got any health pots next to them on the floor. What even are these? Is this currency? Cool. Let's go.
He finds the core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place
Let's
is
go then.
starting to fall. See, that core kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat.
Let's just do a run, shall we?
Kid just keeps running.
Oh, goodies. Guess it's worth killing the enemy I see then. XP.
twists him where he needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
Is this the Bastion?
Did anybody else survive?
Hello, Mr. Clap. How we doing?
Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me.
A boomer.
We talk for a spell.
Oh, and I've broken it again. By clicking on this guy. Crazy, right, man? Yeah. But it's time to play some old school ones. Right, what are we yapping about here?
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores.
Okay.
All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right. Except no one else showed up.
So we bring him the goodies. Can you tell us what to do with what?
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Let's expand the base, then. Foundation.
Kid ponders what to build. Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
Lovely narrator, isn't it? So now I can have two at once. Okay. Chance to carry on if defeated. Oh, is this just a revive? Okay. Chance on low health. Speed or shields up. Are these fragments used to buy stuff later on? Don't know if I should bother getting this early on. Just to suck everything in case I miss any. Damn, Shrouding Foes is bit. We're not going to take the revive. We're going to be cocky.
Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
It's the only problem with this game on Linux, so anytime I come out of a menu, it seems to freeze frame for you guys. What is this then? Areas to go to. All the tech goods. Right?
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
Workmen and war.
Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
Shit, just a few of them. Okay, sword.
Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing.
Just throw it.
Throw.
Crazy. These things are so hard to hit though. It's like their hitbox is where their shadows, no? Okay. What is the XP used for? I swear this XP bar does not update in real time. All that power juice. these two doing? Just running away constantly.
They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.
Squirt what?
Keeps telling himself he better watch his step. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble.
We go.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit. Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch.
That's it. You're still one. How many some? Okay. Interesting. Can I change that right now? Rather than trying to have this now. Till this mission's done.
Up north is where the gas filler foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
Summon an army of them.
The white gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing.
Do they stay until they die?
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage.
Do we do about this
Blustery old
cage?
foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating.
My
for the
goodness.
crowd.
Stun lock was crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot them to death if they're not walking down.
And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole.
Need we shall.
He
Okay,
heads
that's
for the
where
biggest
they're at.
dump in town. Scumbag alley. Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash.
Okay, goodbye to them.
And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel.
Go shot. Let's just not lift the map. And this version for you again, home.
The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. They always said old Gershel wouldn't go without a fight.
Did. You really not get much for smashing everything. These certain things drop that stuff then. Yeah. Something sharp.
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Oh, you unlock
Somehow that old
different
forge is still standing.
buildings.
Inside the forge,
See, I
he
see.
can fine-tune those instruments of his.
What is this absolute nonsense chatting in chat? Upgrade. I was doing the bow all day long. This one. It's just doing order view. Oh no. 2 penetrations per shot.
With a
Don't
good
speak.
length of meat gut, that bow's like new again.
Why is this locked? I have enough.
Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
Okay, let's skedaddle.
The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back.
Oh, shut down.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Ragged Hood.
The windbags used to be all right. Then
Why,
the
it's just
calamity
keep
took
black
the core out
screen.
from under him. Ain't always much to say.
Can we not build something else now? What?
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
Linux gaming, for real, for real.
Kid ain't finished here yet.
Oh, I'll use that. I was looking at playing Psychonauts before, but damn,
Only fair he decides
that
what we
looks
do
so
next.
painful to play. Black bar, small box resolution. I'm good roommate. Forge or Arsenal? Arsenal.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
That squirt law was not worth it. Back to the arrows. Right attack to the Let's go back to the hammer. Stationary attacks are more powerful.
Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand.
Onwards.
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
What's this mean? You get to upgrade your weapon once you prove it here. Let's go.
The breakers
Okay.
used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets and the fewest shots.
God, it's like a Warframe level up test type thing. Little targets and a few shots.
He's focused. He's armed. And he's off.
So we need to aim it up with the daggers. God, can I even move there? Yes. Okay. Wait. How many shots do they need?
The perfect shot just happens in a flash.
Shoot arrow during a flash. Ah. But they don't one shot in a flash. Well, I'm hoping it's gonna be less than 10 to be this. How's that one missed?
Kid ain't done bad at all.
Third prize. Next prize 10 of you. Oh, crazy work. I should do it again. Off we go then.
He returns with some of the materials we need.
I noticed a forge I need for upgrades.
Sometimes a single look says it all.
So you can't just go back there. We farmed the bow.
Kid ain't had enough of the Breaker's barracks.
So, what angle could you do to get more?
Takes practice, and a mighty strong bow helps too.
Oh, wow, that messed now. It's cooked. Oh, that was for free. Okay, it's definitely cooked. Yeah. We'll come back when this is more upgraded. More penetration power. Okay. Star means it's fully done. Yeah. Geometry class, so true.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure though.
Okay, the super giants are so that's too good though.
Somebody gets to the core before the kid. Floor starts giving way under the lightest step.
Okay.
The single panic squirt can bring the whole place down. So could a reckless kid, for that matter.
Look at all these gems I'm getting.
Fragments of the old world rain from the sky.
And this every bow shot is too good.
Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Kid thinks twice about risking his hide for him, though.
No, I don't. And it's frozen again. Frozen.
Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired up.
We're gonna be rich after this.
See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Not so much for noise and tomfoolery.
She rolled into that shot. Very
Sky bridges link the path together.
sky bridge.
One of them bridges whips the kid along.
It's a telescope up there. How do I get that?
Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars.
For the nap,
They changed
better now.
everything,
It's too
even
good.
where the wind blows.
This is blue stuff coming out now.
Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we could do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core?
Indeed.
Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing.
Big man Gerald, whatever his name is. It's like a small, what's his name, S-Gang.
No, they used to ship live munitions down the path. Find time to find them.
Okay.
These wires to toss those things plenty far away.
Wait, can you choose where you find this? Shift a lock. Right.
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up.
You just slam attack if you don't move.
In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity?
Just a man yapping to him.
So we didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
What did we find?
We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built.
Well, that grade was okay. Bouncing arrow. It's too good. Oops, everything back, no. How many areas are gonna be traversable on this
In
map?
better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Of all the
Chests
plans
always
to
have
survive
some.
the calamity, it had to be stabweeds.
Stab bleeds, eh? Oh,
Blasted things hurt like a broken heart.
just shoot me.
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. Core's stuck inside one of those fancy cages. Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
What indeed?
Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in.
Set some mines down, shall we?
Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the Kid's defense.
Some spawn good.
Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while.
It's like an Infernal Troll challenge.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
Okay, for like a 15-year-old game, this has some decent combat.
Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard he popped that mean old foreman.
Why is some enemies spawning good?
At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes. Maybe 30. Hard to tell.
5 more minutes.
Squirts get real territorial around the core.
Not getting no special power drops
Then
there.
shipping a free sample shows up.
What is that? Apples? Okay.
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. It's a troublesome scene, to be sure.
Things are spawning.
A few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Countdown.
Give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Shoot him, we'll take the XP. Let's go.
I still remember the look on his face after that one.
That's a good one.
The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
Action spices.
Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Zealandia. It was good living here for a while.
Forge time, definitely.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
Certain weapon. I don't have them. Next bar rage. More damage, more poison. Does that apply to a special, I wonder?
Kid packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
Hammer. More damage. More crap.
Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
That's cripple foes.
The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
To try that, eh?
A bow and a machete, every bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
This is getting out of hand, though. Very challenge for that. Ah, let's get some more calls.
The dead welcome him with open arms.
Quite literally.
The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. You don't much care to see him. Not like this.
I wonder if that can come to bite me in the arse for smashing every statue I see. Let's give some.
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. Someone who ain't like Mr. Beckley and his kind wife.
Who would that
He
be?
was
Then?
someone like him.
The hell is that?
Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh. Hits a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what.
Shit, that's time for a touch. There's so much to do.
He's got so many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like beyond the walls.
Ah,
Nor did the bird boy.
at least you respawn right when you fall off. So that.
The Jawsons, they didn't make it.
No one made it.
Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he
It's 100
survived.
falls an achievement. So that's
Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here.
I do like how
Just
the
think,
world spawns in there.
without
That is a
that
cool
man,
effect.
We wouldn't be here right now, would we?
Is this cripple thing make them do less damage, or what's the point?
The
Need
core
bow
survives as
damage.
well. Kid does what he has to do,
Yeah, break everyone's statues.
and then
It's gonna be a bunch of secrets I missed. We're not checking them
what do you
before.
say to a man who's seen too much?
Who's
Kid
this
hasn't
fella
a
then?
clue, but he says this: we have to go, please.
Oh, we actually agreed. Crazy.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other. For the first time.
Okay, but why do I feel that the narrator is gonna be this guy in the future or something? Exact same look, man.
We
Is
fought
this?
the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
Oh, now we're up to this guy for stuff.
For Zolf, Caelandia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east. We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. Zolf offers to help me plot the
How many
skyways for the
NPCs
kid.
are we gonna find?
At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says. He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since.
Okay. So let me just upgrade it whenever I can. What? No. Faster reload.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them.
Did I even put the core in?
The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright.
Look at these spots
Well,
we've
look
got.
what we have here.
Memorial or lost and found. Holds and restores variety of valuables.
The lost and found. Here, kid takes
My
fragments of the
god,
old
what
world
is this?
and makes them whole again.
Like a shop where you buy stuff. Okay, Mr. Clapp, enjoy. Upgrading serum, powers, more drinks. Percent damage when blocking. Plus damage when using secret skills.
All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
I'm not level 3 yet.
We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city. No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either.
No.
Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one.
Okay, that's locked.
Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the
Pith,
gods
the
are
bull.
long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog.
That's a rodeo ball. Okay, it's just
The gods don't
Flush.
care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god. Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration.
lovely
He
atmosphere.
couldn't even save his loyal subjects.
What's this?
Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least.
Oh,
Then
shut up.
Pith lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide.
Keep getting you can defend.
Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine.
Sending
So
them.
what'll it be? Invoke the gods, or tell them off?
What's this? Oh, scratch. Continue. Strike. What do I get? No bonus, no bonus.
Pith.
10% XP and okay.
Kid decides to press his luck. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore.
Stop missing these flying things. Looks like there'll be a secret now. That was all friendly.
Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him.
Guess not. Where did I spawn like a one car? Counter. You know you could counter.
The kid passes Pitt's trial, and he's richer for it.
Oh, shoot. This boat's crazy powerful.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
Is it open now? Okay. What
Now
else we get
can
from
build
that
a
shrine?
of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
So alternatives.
Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
Hey, we got the one.
The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
What's
Turn
the
around and
one?
around all you like. Pit's still gonna be ugly.
I need a core to build the shrine, okay. Is that not a different shield? Another core hunt.
There's only one way to Singleplayer Fort. The hard way.
Okay.
Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
Oh, level 3. God, XP is a lot slower than I thought then. These places look like they'd have secret paths.
Calamity was mercy for normal folks. The windbags ain't so lucky.
Oh, those ricochets.
They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid.
I could. Well, these like pressure plates, or they always just get summoned. What's the effect on this? There's a shield in front of it.
Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort.
Sweet.
At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift.
Oh, musket.
Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides.
There goes the bow. That's crazy good for killing squirts.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
So No special now, because I've lost that.
The
But
Calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days.
just awesome. Oh yeah.
Windbags can't use martial supplies, but the kids
It's
sure
pretty
can.
good. I can't unblock some short time. Let's try that, shall we?
As for the windbags, Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. But the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for
But I've
wanting.
missed some secrets in. Actually, can't we?
So many of those sorry things holed up inside that old fort.
This musket's not bad.
Not a scratch on him as he presses on to higher ground.
Do more damage the closer you are.
Kid's blasting everything in sight with that newfangled musket.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Ozzy. How's the heat treating you today? This ping pong shield, man, so silly. Bounced right back at me. Spiky bouncer then. Not good.
Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the woods.
This is a long exit path. Oh. Probably have to go back to the bar after this.
Kid ain't afraid of getting burned.
Still do damage from that range.
They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds.
let's go there, watch
Then
out.
they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles.
Got no counter.
They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose.
Oh wow, I'm power shot up. What's so much fun?
Kid takes down Glutus, or maybe it was Glandon. The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now.
Indeed is. What these guys are alive.
Mags finally get the message.
Yes, look at that money. We are rich.
Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like this. The Skyway's a welcome sight after all that.
Red
Now
House.
ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
Scrap musket is powerful. Close. See?
Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was a smoking pipe.
What's the acting gonna be?
The marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
Smoking.
Zulf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals.
What does that mean? You're gonna puff on it?
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him. Poor kid collapses after just one drag. The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
Are we dreaming now? What is it? Sky. I should jump off him. It's alright.
The past
Yes.
catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
Stunned him.
Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie.
18 reflections remaining.
He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
Let's do 18 rounds. film will be done soon.
Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money.
Okay, the parents good enough.
Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Caelandia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Arcurath, you name it.
He's just falling to his stuff.
Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
That is a big one. Way too big. What these slimes?
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
Old war mates.
So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years.
Got up an old War Duty from Game of Thrones. Overshot that bow big time.
In the history of Caelandia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
Second shift. Nice long.
Out there, kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break.
Boys. Oh my god. Oh. Anyways.
In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out
It's
farther
just
than
keep
anybody.
tapping out now. turrets are horrible. So,
One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart.
these enemies are not real. You can bait them in a corner then jump, that's good.
He saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that.
6.
All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back.
Jump. Oh shit indeed.
Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him.
Stranger indeed. That's massive. What is the Oh, that bounces you if you touch. This was made by Supergiant. This was their first game. These guys are so tanky. But Crash gonna be cooked in a minute. I'm losing 4. What?
Will it finally arrived at Caelondia's vaunted safe haven?
Indeed.
He and no one
That is
else.
what it looks familiar. Their goated art style has never changed. Blah, blah. They can hit me with jump. Oh, there's a hill right there. Nah.
Anyway,
Oh, 1 chance left. Let's go. Death to fire value, you know it. And this frozen food. Crazy.
hours more thankless work from
Let's
a man
turn this
who
fan up.
asked his name.
It's getting too hot now. That's alright. I saw string going. Come on, how's that not blocked off?
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made him real, not me.
Oh, hell no, okay. It's so over. Oh. I will shut the bow equipped right now. This musket's too short range. I'm just falling. I'm ministering this.
I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done.
500
I
XP.
surely would.
Oh, we did it. Thank God. Right. What do I even get from that then? Just an export.
Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
Let's
The
just give.
memorial. Here a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches.
Is that
Nothing
bounty
more.
board? First prize, yeah. It's like the fucking quest thing in Hades.
Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got. What else is there to say?
It's readable. There we go. Left the phones.
Party punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times.
Okay, what next? A river.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up.
What is that big bird?
Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
More bushes.
Riverbanks swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat.
Where's the barge then?
carves the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. The security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with.
No.
They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down.
But this boat is already this powerful, one upgrade.
They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder.
Get that boat.
Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors.
Why is that one just floating out there?
At least she picked a good spot for a break. 'Cause the core's right there.
Is this an arsenal? No. Convenient.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings.
What is this?
Peckers. They had their own eyes on the core. But why?
How am I missing
Kid
all
ain't got
of
time
those?
to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go.
Oh, these ones are my
Turns
son.
out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough. She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these.
Pesky birds.
Security skiffs keep on coming starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
This is a chill little game, man.
The windbags getting even better around here.
It's a big boy.
They aim to smash Weepin' Nellie to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nellie.
What is going on here? Super speed.
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground.
What
Solid
Bastion now?
ground in Pecker country. They want that core real bad. Seems the calamity ain't hurt the Pecker's appetites.
Boss.
Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoes him off, knowing they'll be back.
That one is.
Know how many times kid nearly fell off a barge back there? Not even once. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part.
God, what did I click on?
Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man, or plain old fool, to venture out that far.
Shit, this has been a misclick all time coming here.
The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again?
These pesky peckers.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's a disappointing minecart. What is it? Oh, you can shoot a flower or really poison. Get out of here, birds. Small ones are proper teasing me. You have a sky drive thing in, don't you? That bird just deflect my attack. It's going to be a secret, really. No. Let's go do the first one, shall we? It. Okay. Now what we got? Like this. damage. Literally playing ping pong with these with the show.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes.
Business.
They'll be here before too long.
New NPC claimed.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again.
Rough.
We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Yeah, and I got all the buildings.
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Celandia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Can't even check the bracelet thing we've done.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
Too much.
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away.
That's all shadow. Shrine.
Behold, the Pantheon.
Can I have multiple at once? Those should have vengeance and throws of defeat.
A Kobe.
A candle.
The gods never liked competing for people's affections.
Braid musket. Ooh, plus range.
You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel. We track the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
The wilds. This game must be pretty short. If that's going to be the last.
Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it.
Pistols.
Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn.
It's not.
Pin cushions ain't the worst of it either.
Two of them.
By now, kids got more needles in it than a stab weed. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kids so soon. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting.
What the hell is exploding? The map goes.
The wilds drag him down.
Expensive.
They shouldn't have let their guard down.
Sada? What?
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight.
It's kind of
All
reference.
flowers survive the calamity.
Oh.
It toughened him up. Same goes for the kid.
Lovely area.
Let's take it real slow when pincushions are afoot.
That's how I'm gonna kill him then.
Slinger Johnson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
What's the road?
Kid sticks to his old standbys.
Yes, the classic bar. How does that miss? What's this?
Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion.
Sure.
A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far.
Why did the burst explode?
Kid's roused up half the wild by now. Then kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals.
Why was that the Minecraft big sound? Oh, that's loose damage. Oh, it takes damage in the back.
Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and he only make him mad.
What is this in? Sketch.
Hardly any signs of the old Johnson camp.
No,
Sees a smooth black stone coughed up by the calamity. Be seeing plenty more. The wilds already reclaimed this place. He's anxious to get back.
Get out of here, that was horrible.
After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no.
Definitely
It
not.
ain't. Not by a long shot.
Arcadeia shares Zolf's ethnicity.
Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says. But I will not. And with that,
no.
Zolf leaves us here, alone.
Should monument.
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me. Said he was going home.
Why?
When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
Still on level 4. Red for the pistols. Got a scatter element. Okay.
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
Quickly strike boats 15 times without missing.
The Gravers, the arm of justice. They seemed unstoppable.
10 or more foes with a single shot. Three foes with one time power shot. Surprised I haven't done that.
The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Yes, sir.
After Zolf's little episode, kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
Sit there and smile.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
Many secrets,
But
in
the
there.
shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Smaller doses.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Damn, we've been drugged.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know.
That's not who we've been.
Wherever he is. Somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
Shit.
There's no way out.
I'm meant to be able to kill these. Silent.
Dead welcome him with open arms. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much?
I feel like let's go.
I'm Soul of Arcurath. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, pineapples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild.
Yeah, they.
Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. The security's just gonna have to straighten now. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. He's a petty thief.
It's alright. But
Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronde the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's
Well,
so
everyone's
simple,
statues.
this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Biff
Bastion.
the bull. Gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong
it's myself.
friend.
He's got hands.
His friend, he's come undone too.
Happy.
He sees what's left undone.
So. Yes. Okay. Words. Words. Sweet. What is going on?
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
I'm back from sleep.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole.
There's magic.
Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels.
Bootlickers.
Ever heard of a lung blossom?
What's this?
It's bigger than the stories say. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak.
Makes you fall down there. Those things spawn.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Well, a kid prunes it down the sides.
That's that lovely XP. Got to be a secret hidden. Oh, is that it? No, let's get up.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it. A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers.
We can't be.
That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Can
Just the
upgrade them.
occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
+2 black tonics.
Black rye is like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories.
I should have upgraded someone else first.
He ain't all that shy. We ain't much for pleasantries. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
I don't think we care about the weapon upgrades, but I'm not using them. I'm upgraded. Why is it got a blue arrow? Ah, that's what you're choosing. Ankle gators.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothes Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about. They move quick and quiet. Even the brushers learned to fear this place.
I did it. Nice. Which way am I going?
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't.
Goodness.
One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
It's
Know what smells
stinky.
worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed.
Stinkweed.
The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools.
Just
Rushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same.
Oh, just the Minecraft bit.
Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
Got these plants right here.
Kid's got a mean throwing arm. Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator scraps.
Get rid of these.
Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Awesome.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch.
Guess we'll stay away from the grass then.
Still no sign of the shard.
Keep this load out. What's up there? I can't go back there.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen
Try
Anne
this way.
any better than the kid. That old gator's right on his tail. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining.
Behind
And it
the
ain't
yes.
raining.
That one shot. Damaged him.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
There's some model hard put on. Why are they always exploding?
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen. Can't get hasty in a place like this.
That's like crown you can stand.
Ankle gators don't much
Just
care
barely.
for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. The shard's sitting in plain view. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
Revenge.
She's starting to get annoyed.
Oh, that's good. Okay, these plants. Okay, bow is not usable in this fine. Waste those cinders.
And now he's made her mad. Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers. He's got it, and he's home free.
Dude, yeah. Nah, I can't go back to that bit I missed.
Kid's done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
The mailbox. The point of
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
which do we upgrade? Weapons, we get tier 2 upgrade at this.
That gator's a crazy gal. But so is the gal who promised to look after her.
Well, we raise it again.
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Yeah, this. No, the forge upgrades. 2 upgrade tools.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Bastions get more resource. Still in the
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark.
Oh, a few upgrades you can get in there. I can see the classic. Did I get a level up or not?
The breakers. Ain't no one could outrun them. Or their arrows.
Okay, this just goes to currency. He got blown by counter block and its melee attack. While less than 2%.
The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
Missions.
Know how Ceylandia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
I keep getting you can aim lock with shift. Oh. Come on, talk.
Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam. Just
Wow.
like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
Damage. Got a nice kick by this.
Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
This might be better than the bow. I'm upgrade it too. What disappeared? I'm just 10 of
The whole
those.
place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift.
Guess we just run through that then.
Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. The Grand Rail's all grown over with things that Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
So many plants. He says I'm not too bad.
Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
A frog.
Not much wiggle room up there near the rail.
That's what I can do. Let's see then. What is that? I just
Fancy
spawned
folk
the
were on
birds.
the rail, what with wallflowers, coffin, fungus everywhere. Only one way to cure a cough like that.
Where's this going? It's- Those are tough ones. Tough one.
place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
Pineapple.
Of course, the Grand Rails seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celandian War.
No, definitely not. Not stick with gun. Let's go something else then. In this a big crit.
It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
Mix it up. Something Bastion with some.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad.
Railway without permission. This fog.
Zelandia lost many good men on the rail. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs.
Just a shot.
Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him.
Let's get out of there then.
All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered army carbine? While choking on swamp weed? While peckers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
It's not right to go with him. Goodness. Start knocking. I guess go.
But then at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him.
Why this is constant and foolish and
Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you.
is that it? Are we free?
At first, he thinks it's Zolf.
Who's this?
Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham. When the kid comes to, the man's long gone. but something else is there. The only words Kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note. That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Let's see what it says.
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf.
Getting everyone to leave. Crazy.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
What do we upgrade next?
Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
Let's do the shrine thing.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends.
Oh, shall generate from injury. Oh, God. Let's deflect attacks, man.
Messia, Garmouth.
Let's just take them. Come on, the upgrade things here. Yeah, sure.
Finders keepers.
Those games are limits. Those do more damage. Fast flurry of strikes cut through tough armor. Check that off. Full speed. Target pen last
Bo's
once.
looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
That's what I need. Crit chance done.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them. Machete and carbine still go well together, just like in the war.
No, back to the bear. Got all the debuffs on I
I
can.
think the gods are gonna help. Hensa,
Those games are silly.
Javel. Last thing the gods are gonna do is make our lives easier. The shards are getting harder to find.
God, this looks like us long boss.
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why Colford cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago.
Oh my god. It's an explosive flower.
They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock.
I can swap my bean coffee. Cheeky back to the Bastion. Off we go again.
One thing's worse than the heat in Colford cauldron. The smell. Like rotten eggs. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock.
What is that? What are that whooping ankles?
It's awful hot in there.
Shit, I've made these enemies stronger.
If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Sucks, thank you.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions.
Fun from.
The raw power of the world right into our hands.
What?
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction.
See why? Oh. I shouldn't have put these foundations in.
Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you?
Shit. It's not shielding that.
The cauldron cooked them through.
Oh start with that line.
One thing's worse than the heat in Colford Cauldron. The smell. Like rotten eggs. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock.
I say God.
If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Yeah, the shots are OP. I shouldn't use them.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions.
Very interesting.
The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
It's not okay.
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you? It's awful hot in there.
Is it wait till the second I bite my bow? HP 1 bite.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
Not.
The taste of air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Let's go.
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. The more ash we swept aside, the more light we found.
I thought foxes written. I risk getting the sponge. Move one.
Cauldron cooking through.
I'm not doing that again. With that much pain.
One thing's worse than the heat in Colford Cauldron. The smell, like rotten eggs. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
That's black. Get back to the mega wheelchair tincture.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions.
Very
Raw
interesting.
power of the world fell right into our hands. Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you? Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Absolutely.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt. The taste of air so hot it sticks to your lungs. much life in all that ash. We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Keep these
The
working.
more place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on. After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, looked down through all the smoke and flames, we saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity.
Ridiculous. The difficulty changes when you have that idle stuff on or not.
We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad
Oh.
taking that thing woke up every last stink
go
eye
back.
near the Johnson Bog.
It's fine. Let's do it again.
Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. Biggest stink eye
Okay.
he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare. Where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. The kid don't shed any tears for him, though. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city, but all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it.
It's dying.
It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Nest.
We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Zoo going on now.
Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
Oh,
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
no, this is silly.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. what's he thinking? Let me see if I got this straight.
So
How
another
weird it
flying
was.
launch.
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from
One
Ceylon.
of these 20 more rounds.
Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out.
That's right.
The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him.
What the fuck? And jump on me.
Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
What's these words?
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
Yeah, I
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
I'm not seeing that much bars of damage. First terrible on this. Please die.
her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
Sure, but not.
The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult. Lost my train of thought there. It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals.
That's what's that.
They would hide inside
That
a garbage
answers
bin
too
until it
much.
got ingested by a scumbag. Then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Sure do. I'm seeing that.
Well, you know how it goes.
Okay, it's a drone.
Well, I digress.
Oh, nah, there's no way. We'll deal with her cooking next time. Yeah, I know, it keeps happening randomly.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
It fixes when I tab out and click on it again. Yeah, I think that's enough. That's been 3 hours already. Good game though. Very nice. Leaderboards? What? How quick you do it or something? Well, GG. Very nice game. Progress from the beginning will be lost. What do you mean? Better not win. Okay. GG's. Until next time. Thank you. God bless.